Well, welcome back to a new post today. Let's continue with the most important topics that we need to keep track for August 18th for the upcoming UPSC Civil Services Examination Preliminary 2025. So the very first issue is about the Oder River now of pollen in use, and that's because of the golden algae. So the rare microorganism known as the golden algae could be a cause of mass death of fish in the Oder River, and this has puzzled many scientists. Now the Poland government has also closed all activities on this river. The German municipalities have also banned bathing and fishing in the Oder River after mass dead fish and mollusks were floating on the river surface, washed upon the banks which run from Czech Republic to Baltic Sea along the border between Germany and Poland. Now the golden algae is usually found in brackish waters where the rivers meet the sea, but is known to spread farther inland where there is high levels of salinity in the water. These species of algae require raised saline levels that do not naturally occur on the affected stretch of the Oder at all. Mineral fertilizers seeping into the river from the adjacent farmland has the potential to bring about these massive algal blooms. Some of the important rivers in Europe are Danube, Rhone, Loire, Rhine, Elbe, Seine, Volga, Dnieper and Main. And the next most important is about Mitra Shakti, the exercise that's going on between India and Sri Lanka on the island of Sri Lanka. However, it's much more special because of K9s. So in military parlance, the K9s are actually the canines or the dogs that help the military in the rescue search operations and also combat operations as well. Indian Army has deployed ZAC, a Belgian Malinois, and while Sri Lanka has its own two fielded canines. The Indian Army K9, which is a short form of canine, ZAC is making waves because of its participation in the joint military exercise Mitra Shakti that is currently underway in Sri Lanka. And this highly trained assault dog is demonstrating the crucial role of the canines that it can play in modern warfare. Now, this exercise is aimed at enhancing interoperability and commanding positions and tactics as well between the armies of India and Sri Lanka. ZAC is a 2.5 Belgian Malinois that has been playing a key role in demonstrating the capabilities of military canines. And deployed along other human handlers in the military exercise, ZAC is participating in a range of demanding scenarios, like including building searches, jungle patrols, simulated combat operations. His exceptional capabilities is the target acquisition and assault that have proved to be invaluable to the military of India. So this is about ZAC, the K9 in the Mitra Shakti exercise. And the next most important is about Defense Minister inaugurating a new maritime rescue coordination center, which has been inaugurated on his visit to Chennai. Now this new state-of-art maritime rescue coordination center is going to help the Indian Coast Guard in maritime security. And he also inaugurated the Marine Pollution Response Center in Chennai and the Coast Guard Air Enclave in Puducherry. The pollution center located at Chennai port represents a pioneering step in marine pollution management. It will also play a very crucial role in coordinating the responses to marine pollution incidents, particularly oil and chemical spills in the waters adjoining the coastal states. And we have Shinawatra, the youngest Prime Minister of Thailand, now been appointed, where the judiciary in Thailand ousted the previous political party. The politics of Thailand, let me tell you, are conducted under the framework of a constitutional monarchy, whereby the Prime Minister is the head of the government and the hereditary monarch is the head of the state. The judiciary is independent of the executive and the legislative branches. The kingdom of Siam, that Thailand was previously known as, it was ruled by an absolute monarchy. After the Siamese revolution in 1932, it was westernized bureaucrats and tradition-oriented military that took over the government. Siam officially then became a constitutional monarchy with Prime Minister as the head of the government, and later the first written constitution came about. So this is about Thailand being a constitutional monarchy. And next, the last issue for the day is about UN warning of malnutrition and wasting in Yemen. Acute malnutrition is rapidly increasing in the areas of Yemen controlled by the government, with most critical cases along the Red Sea coast. Now, the UN food security experts have warned on this issue. The reason for this is the war between Saudi-backed government and the Iran-aligned Houthi militia that has caused the economic collapse of already impoverished Arabian Peninsula country and of the world's most worst humanitarian crisis being seen here. Wasting means very thin and weak as a result of being ill or with no food at all. Wasting is defined for weight for height, and it often indicates recent and severe weight loss, although it can also persist for a very long time. It usually occurs when a person has not had adequate quality food and also quantity with prolonged period of illness. Malnutrition, let me tell you, is just not deficiency, but it also refers to deficiency, excesses, and also imbalance in a person's intake of energy or nutrients. The term malnutrition has three broad conditions. Number one, undernutrition, which includes wasting, that is low weight for height, stunting, low height for age, and underweight, that's low weight for age. Micronutrient malnutrition, which include micronutrient deficiencies, lack of important vitamins and minerals, or micronutrient excess. And overweight, obesity, and diet related communicable diseases such as heart, stroke, diabetes, and also cancer as well. And we have the Shivalach volcano that has erupted recently on the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia. It is one of Russia's most active volcanoes. Let me tell you, Russia and the Kamchatka Peninsula is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, which is a very active zone not only for earthquakes but also volcanoes. And recently, because of the Shivalach volcano, there was a powerful 7.0 magnitude earthquake that struck off the Kamchatka Peninsula in the eastern coast. And let me tell you that along with Kamchatka Peninsula, the Kuril Islands between Russia and Japan, that's between the Kamchatka Peninsula and Japan, is also very famous for active volcanoes. Kamchatka Peninsula is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean and also the Sea of Okhotsk and the Sea of Korea, where you have Japan, which is also located on the Pacific Ring of Fire. And there are many other volcanoes on the Kamchatka Peninsula. Shivalach is located in the Kamchatka Peninsula itself. And yes, so this is all for August 17th, which I thought I should share for you all. And if you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video, and I shall see you in my next post. Until then, it's very happy learning.